voorbeeld van een multi-etnische of multiculturele samenleving, waar de oorspronkelijke bevolking nog wel samenlevingsverband is. Ik ken hem niet. Waarschijnlijk zit ergens diep in onze genen dat wij een overzichtelijke groep willen hebben, zo'n beetje jagen, een dorp te onderhouden, en dat we niet goed in staat zijn om een binding aan te gaan met ons onbekende mensen. Centraal op Europees niveau af te dwingen dat ieder land evenveel vluchtelingen gaat accepteren. Oost-Europeanen gaan er nooit mee akkoord.
The minister also dismissed the former Dutch colony Surinam as a failed state due to ethnic divisions. Refugee groups and politicians alike have expressed dismay over Blok's remarks.
Blok not only offends people that look like me, but our whole national history and identity.
This is unworthy of a government official. Minister Blok is undermining efforts by this government to make joint agreements in Europe on the proper reception of refugees.
All right, Blok has apologized for his remarks, saying that they were meant to spark discussion and did not offend. We put the issue up for debate with independent journalist Luc Rivet and the UN Coordinator on Minorities, Mohammed Serkal.
He says things which are unfortunately real, is that the multicultural societies that were promised as the perfect 21st century societies don't work, don't function, in the West at least, in Western Europe.
I think those remarks is just based on, I'm sorry to say, but is ignorance of how societies can bring together. A big example we can witness is the World Cup. The French team, for example. Look at the French team. A French team contains a multicultural society.
France beat another team from a small country from the Balkans, and all the players in this small team were of the country of origin. So there is no rule to be taken out of that. To me, the multiculturalism that doesn't function is when you have communities living next to each other and not mixing. It is very easy, for example, for Asians to melt and become members of society, but we have some part of the population that refuse it, that want to impose their culture in the public space, like Islam, for example.
Democracy can only be based on respect, respect of each other culture. Respect, it comes also from not to fear from other people's culture, from the other society.
We import misery. We have a social security system which is based on the contribution of everyone. And the problem is that the millions that come to Europe never participated. They never contributed, and they come with families.
Look at the example of the continent of Africa. If we have left Africa alone, we would not have seen Africans migrating to Europe. If we not have sucked the richness of Africa, their diamonds, their gold, their oil, then those people would stay in their own country. They would, yes, no. If we have, that's what happened in Europe as well. When they lost their wealth, they tried to invade other countries and conquer other countries. And then they complain why immigrants come back to Europe, because you conquered. They conquered those countries and they imposed laws they believe come back with us if you need to. That's what happened in England when they started immigrating. They asking for the black in the 60s to come and work in England, and same for the Indian. This is not people have the choice, is by force, it's not a choice.
Minorities are welcome when they are minorities. When it is a real invasion in the millions, they say no, and it doesn't stop.
Living in England for 30 years and in Europe for over 35 years, I believe because the multiculturalism has made Europe as rich as this country. It's not about wiping someone else, and it's not about imposing someone else's culture on another. I didn't see that. I would like to see a real integration more.